Hello students, welcome to our online classes. Today I am going to start new chapter 3, the Sultanate period or the Sultanate period. In this chapter we will discuss about various dynasties such as Slave dynasty, Khalji dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, Sayyid dynasty and Lodi dynasty, and what are the reasons behind the decline of the Delhi Sultanate. Let's start today's topic. The Delhi Sultanate is the noble example for the glory of ancient India. Its culture, art, and architecture that exists today is praiseworthy. The Sultans of Delhi ruled for quite a long period of 320 years, during which there are achievements in different fields. A political formation known as the Delhi Sultanate lasted from 1206 to 1526. A number of Turkish and Afghan sultans ruled during this time. This period saw the rise and fall of 5 dynasties in India. Our Indian history is the famous and longest history in the world, as it helps our past present generation to understand and remember our past. Look at this flow chart, students. This flow chart indicates about the dynasties of Delhi Sultanate. So first one is Mamluk dynasty. This dynasty is also known as Slave dynasty. Next one is Khilji or Khalji dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, Sayyid dynasty and Lodi dynasty. Slave dynasty or Mamluk dynasty from 1206 to 1290. Khalji dynasty 1290 to 1320. Tughlaq dynasty 1320 till 1414. And Sayyid dynasty 1414 to 1451. Lodi dynasty started from 1451 to 1526. Have a brief look on this table. Slave dynasty, the time period is 1206 to 1290. The famous rurals are Kutubuddin Aibak, Samasuddin Iltutmish, Raknuddin Firoz Shah, Rajia Sultan, Nasiruddin Muhammad or Ghiyasuddin Balban. So these are the famous rurals of this dynasty. Next one is Khalji dynasty. Jalaluddin. In Khalji dynasty, Jalaluddin Firoz Khalji, Alaluddin Khalji and Khusrau Malay. Next one is Tughlaq dynasty. Tughlaq dynasty starts from 1320 to 1440. And Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, Muhammad bin Tughlaq and Firoz Shah Tughlaq are the famous rurals of Tughlaq dynasty. Next one is Sayyid dynasty. Khizr Khan Sayyid, Mubarak Shah Sayyid, Muhammad Shah Sayyid and next one is Alauddin Alam Shah Sayyid. And Lodi dynasty, Behlul Lodi, Sikandar Lodi and Ibrahim Lodi. So these are all the dynasties that are rise and fall in India. Let's start with Slave dynasty. The Slave dynasty is also known as Mamluk dynasty because its 3 army sultans themselves were the slaves. Iltutmish and Balban were slaves of Kutubuddin, and Kutubuddin, who himself was a trusted slave general of Muhammad Ghori. That's why Mamluk dynasty is also known as Slave dynasty. So first one is Kutubuddin Aibak. Kutubuddin Aibak founded the Mamluk dynasty and ruled between 1206 to 10 CE. He was just and generous ruler and also known as Lakbast. The great monument Qutub Minar was started by him. Next one, and Kutubuddin Aibak was known as Lakbast or the giver of hundreds and thousands. He was also a keen builder and he began the construction of famous Qutub Minar and Quwwatul Islam Mosque. Next one is Samasuddin Iltutmish. He was true founder of Turkish rule in India. Qutbuddin was succeeded by his son, but soon he was replaced by Iltutmish and the son-in-law Qutbuddin. He made various reforms. He consolidates his positions and established his position by shrewd and clever handling of those challenged his authority. Iltutmish first suppressed his rivals and secured his throne. He organized the ruling nobility of the period Chalisa. He divided his empire into many small and big lands called Iktas. So, who divided the empire into small and big pieces of land? Iltutmish. And these dividing small and big pieces of land are known as Iktas. Rajya Sultan. Rajya Sultan became the Sultan in 1236. She was the daughter of Iltutmish. The most of the powerful people could not be accepted as a woman as ruler. She was great monarch, wise and a dispenser of justice and protector of her subject but born to the wrong gender. As a result, she could not remain the ruler only for about 4 years and was removed the throne in 1240. Her rule marked the beginning of a power struggle between the sultans and Chahalgani. Next one is Ghiyasuddin Balban. After the death of Rajya till the accession of Balban, many kings came to the throne. Of them, Nasiruddin Muhammad, another son of Iltutmish, ruled from 1246 to 1266, but he was a puppet in the hands of powerful neighbors. The peaceful and stable conditions during this region were favorable for the development of agriculture, trade, commerce, and led to the economic prosperity. He was Ghiyasuddin Balban was experienced and capable ruler. He was known for his strong policy to strengthen his position as the king. He defended his kingdom from Mongol invasion and from rebellions. He believed in the theory of divine kingship. The king was a god, God's representatives on the earth. So this is all about the slave dynasty. Qutbuddin Aibak, the founder of Mamluk or slave dynasty, Iltutmish, Rajya Sultan, and Ghiyasuddin Balban. Next one is Khalji dynasty. The Khalji dynasty, the Khalji Sultan ruled for 3 decades. They expanded and consolidated the Sultanate further. Jalaluddin Khilji established Khilji dynasty. The founder of Turkish dynasty, Jalaluddin Khilji was 70 when he ascended the throne. He defeated the descendants of Balban and being victorious came to power. He was a he was a king he was a kind-hearted, mild, and trusting in nature. The most important event during the reign of Jalaluddin was attack on the Yadava city of Devagiri. So this is all about Jalaluddin Khalji. Next one is Jalaluddin Khalji founded the Khalji dynasty and he followed the mild and generous policy. So, students, this is all about today's topic. In next topic, we will discuss about the Tughlaq dynasty and Sayyid dynasty and also the Lodi dynasty. Till now, read the chapter and find out the difficult word. Thank you, students.